Maurice Salzedo from Brixton. Ian Bradley from Crumlin, County Antrim. Audrey Marsden from Pitlochry in Perthshire. Shirley Barnett from Hadleywood, Hertfordshire. Louis Schaffer from Wembley Park. Steve Booth from Manchester. Mike Barnett, no relation to Shirley, from Telford in Shropshire. Philip Barlow from Llandillas Clwyd. Michael Onions from Porth in the Rhondda Valley. Justin Culloway from Dulwich. David Hodgson from Shepperton. John Maloney from Marylebone. Bert Ricketts from Whitchurch in Shropshire. Carl Max from Maida Vale. And Jeff Mangnall from Wilmslow are all here to play 15 to 1.
Thank you, hello. Well now, after Peter Nott's performance of 270 in yesterday's final, which took him to the top of the finals board, there it is. Another score of 200 now only qualifies for the bottom half. Is it conceivable that the now famous Gareth McMullen might find himself in danger? That score of 150 at the bottom is certain to go any day now. Let's see if one of the 15 brave men and women standing behind me now can do something about it. And we will start with Maurice. Just a quick reminder, Maurice, of the rules of round one. Twice round the semicircle. I need one correct answer from you to survive. You ready?
Yes.
Here we go. 4 European countries use the krona as currency. Can you name one of them?
Norway.
Yes, sir. Ian, what main political post did Margaret Thatcher hold between 1975 and 79?
Education.
No, she was leader of the opposition. Audrey, the pampas of South America are what?
The grasslands.
They are treeless plains, yes, it says except grassy plains. Shirley, according to the Bible, where will the last great battle be fought between the powers of good and evil?
Garden of Eden.
Armageddon. Louis, which actor has played both Wurzel Gummidge and Doctor Who on television?
Pass.
John Pertwee. Steve, the TV series The Sullivans is set in which country?
Australia.
Mike, what does a barometer measure?
Air pressure.
Yeah, atmospheric pressure, yes, air pressure. Philip, in the New Testament, who was the voice of one crying in the wilderness?
Abel.
John the Baptist. Michael, R.D. Blackmore's Lorna Doone is set in which part of England?
Exmoor.
It is. Justin, what did Rudolf Diesel invent?
The diesel engine.
The diesel engine, yes. David, which monarch was the first to be given chloroform to alleviate the pain of giving birth?
Queen Victoria.
Yes. Everything happened to that lady, by the sounds of it. John, of which country is Amman the capital?
Beg your pardon?
I said, of which country is Amman the capital?
Jordan.
It is, sir. Bert, what is the largest island belonging to Italy?
Sicily.
It is. Carl, who makes a very successful living bending spoons?
Uri Geller.
He does. Jeff, what is a collective farm in Israel called?
Kibbutz.
It is. Your second question, Maurice. Conflict between Parliament and which king led to the English Civil War?
Charles I.
It did. Ian, you need this one. For what would you use a brace and bit?
Threading holders.
Yes, you survive. Audrey, which TV characters had a horse called Hercules?
Pass.
Steptoe, son.
Oh, yes.
Remember now? Seems such a long time ago, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Shirley, what apart from facial hair is old man's beard?
It's a plant.
It is, Shirley, you survive. Louis, you need this one to survive. Who was Chancellor of the Exchequer from 1974 to 79?
Geoffrey Howe.
Dennis Healy, you have to sit down, Louis. Steve, how often in each hour are ships' transmitters silenced so that Mayday calls can be heard?
Twice.
Yes, they are. Mike, what is the name of the police force in Southern Ireland?
The Gardaí.
The Garda I've got, but we've accepted it. Philip, in the business world, for what do the initials CBI stand?
I've no idea.
Confederation of British Industry, you have to sit down, Philip. Michael, Triceratops and Stegosaurus are both kinds of what?
Prehistoric animals.
Dinosaurs, yes. Justin, who voted themselves a 29% pay rise effective from January 1st, 1988?
MPs.
They did. David, what establishment is the old woman of Threadneedle Street?
Bank of England.
It is. John, who was Orville Wright's brother?
Wilbur.
Yes. Bert, a person who is bibulous is fond of what?
Reading the Bible.
A most original answer, Bert. But the actual answer is, and you've seen your light go out, is alcohol. Carl, what name is given to the war fought between 1337 and 1453?
Pass.
It's actually the 100 Years' War, even though it isn't exactly 100 years. And Jeff, after whom is the month of July named?
Jupiter.
Julius Caesar. You've lost one life, but you survived. An interesting answer, I thought, to Bibulus. Anthony, the details, please, at the end of round one.
We say goodbye at the end of round one to two contestants. They are Louis Schaffer from Wembley Park and Philip Barlow from Llandillas in Clwyd.
Once again, Maurice, a quick reminder for you for the start of round two. You face the first question. An incorrect answer will cost you one of those lives, and I'll move on to Ian. Give me a correct answer, and we can start nominating. And this round, just a quick reminder to the rest of you, continues until there are just three of you ready to join me for the final. Ready again, Maurice? Which Hollywood movie studio's opening symbol was a woman holding a torch aloft?
Paramount.
Columbia. Ian, what sort of object is a church warden?
It's a man looks after a church.
No, an object, I said, it's a pipe. Audrey, when Christ was born, who was the king of Judea?
Herod.
A number, please.
12, please.
John, what is the Latin word meaning word for word? Verbatim I was looking for. Audrey, a number, please.
12, please.
12 again, John. Who is the leader of Libya?
Colonel Gaddafi.
A number, please, John.
Number 3.
Audrey, what animal does a mahout drive?
An elephant.
A number, please, Audrey.
15, please.
Give me the beginning, please, Jeff, of the 23rd Psalm.
In the beginning.
The Lord is my shepherd. Another number, please.
15, please.
15 again, Jeff. To which army did General William Booth belong?
Salvation Army.
A number, please, Jeff.
Number 2, please.
Sorry?
2.
2. Ian, with which musical instrument is Larry Adler associated?
Violin.
Pardon?
Violin.
No, the harmonica. You have to sit down, Ian. Another number, please, Jeff.
Number 1, please.
Number 1. Morris, in which Italian city is the Bridge of Sighs?
Venice.
A number, please, Morris.
15.
Jeff, how many stripes does a British Army Lance Corporal have on one sleeve?
3.
1. 3's a sergeant. You have to sit down, Jeff. Morris, a number, please.
4, please.
Shirley, one of the founders of Daisy Lou Productions was Desi Arnaz. It's a Hollywood movie studio. Who was the other?
Lucille Ball.
A number, please.
13.
Bert, during which year in World War II did Germany invade Russia and Japan attack Pearl Harbor?
1941.
Bert, a number, please.
Number 3.
Audrey again. In which city is the seat of the West German government?
Bonn.
A number, please, Audrey.
11, please.
David, which continent was first crossed on land in 1957 to 58?
Arctic.
No, Antarctica. Audrey, a number, please.
9, please.
Sorry?
9.
Michael, how many make a gross?
20.
144. You were thinking of a score.
Of course it is.
Audrey, a number, please.
10, please.
Justin, which fine fabric means rag in French?
Don't pass.
Chiffon. Another number, please, Audrey.
13, please.
Bert, who plays Blake Carrington in Dynasty?
Absolutely no idea.
John Forsyth. Another number, please, Audrey.
13 again, please.
Bert again. How many letters are there in the Greek alphabet?
28.
24. You have to sit down, Bert.
14,
Audrey, please. Sorry.
14, please.
14. Carl, which newspaper aroused royal anger by printing details of the New Year's honours list before it should have done earlier this year?
The Sun?
Yes. A number, please.
Sorry, number 1.
Morris again. The Ottoman Empire of the 16th century was ruled by which nation?
Turkey?
It was, Morris. A number, please.
11, please.
David again. Who said, I'll tell you in 2 words, impossible?
Me? I don't know.
Got a humorous lot today, if nothing else. Sam Goldwyn, David. Another number, please, Morris.
11, please.
11 again, David. On what do we see the signature DHF Somerset virtually every day?
Bank of England note.
Yes, on banknotes. A number, please, David.
Number 6, please.
Number 6. Steve, what is a ski and do?
It's a dagger.
It is. A number, please, Steve.
11, please.
David, for what is AM, as in 10 a.m., the abbreviation exactly, please?
Something medium. Oh. No.
Anti-meridium, you have to sit down. Another number, please, Steve.
14, please.
14. Carl, how did the phrase doubting Thomas originate, please?
From the Bible.
But how? From the Bible, please?
Thomas doubting God's word.
Yes, indeed. That he was going to rise again, or his son was going to rise. A number, please?
Number 4.
Number 4. Shirley, British nuclear fuels are courting visitors in a television commercial for conducted tours of which nuclear power station?
Windscale.
No, Sellafield. Used to be called Windscale. Another number, please?
Number 1.
Number 1. Morris, what is a porringer?
Sorry.
It's a small dish. Another number, please, Carl?
Number 10.
Justin, which of the Bronte sisters wrote Wuthering Heights?
Charlotte Bronte.
Emily, you have 1 life left. Carl, another number, please.
Number 12.
John, of which metal is the Victoria Cross made?
Iron.
Bronze, you have 1 life left. Carl.
Number 3, please.
Audrey, which Marx brother never spoke a line in films?
Hoppo.
Another, please.
10, please.
Justin again. Which natural catastrophe happened in the year prior to the Great Fire of London?
The Great Plague.
A number, please, Justin.
Number 12.
John, the desert rats of World War II were members of which army?
The 8th Army.
Yes, John. A number, please.
Number 6.
Steve, who took Henry Cooper's British heavyweight boxing title from him?
Joe Bugner.
A number, please, Steve.
4, please.
Shirley, who is credited with being the father of Rhodesia?
Cecil Rhodes.
Yes, Shirley.
7.
Mike, which party leader is the Member of Parliament for Tweedale, Ettrick and Lauderdale?
David Steele.
A number, please, Mike.
12.
John, Old Trafford is the home ground of which football team?
Manchester United.
Yes, John. Number, please.
Number 6.
Number 6, back to Steve. Of what are Belgian granite, white vein and rouge Byzantine all types?
Pottery.
Marble, you've lost 1 of your lives. Another number, please.
Number 1.
Morris again. In the Gilbert and Sullivan opera, whose son and heir is Nanki Poo?
The Mikado.
A number, please, Morris.
12, please.
Back to John. The people of which country presented Edward VII with the Cullinan diamond at the end of the Boer War?
South Africa.
Yes, Transvaal. People of Transvaal in South Africa. John, a number, please.
Number 3.
Audrey, what was the surname of the father and son explorers John and Sebastian?
Cabot.
Yes. What did you say?
Cabot.
Yes, you're
Or
right.
Cabot.
Yes, yes. OK, yes, a number, please.
10, please.
Justin, in 1953, what new process was introduced by the film The Robe, starring Richard Burton?
Technicolor.
No, CinemaScope. Technicolor was long before that. Justin, you have to sit down. Audrey, another number, please.
Number 7, please.
Pardon?
7, please.
Mike, as worn in archery, what is a bracer?
It's an implement which stretches the string to make it taut.
No, it's a leather arm guard worn on the arm as a protection. Audrey, another number, please.
7, please.
7 again. Mike, what is the relic of a former living thing preserved in rock called?
Fossil.
A number, please, Mike.
14.
14. Carl, in which field event in athletics would you use the Fosbury flop?
The high jump.
Yes, a number, please.
Number 7.
Mike, who wrote the poem The Rime of the Ancient Mariner?
Coleridge.
Yes, a number, please.
14.
Back to you, Carl. What maritime weapon was invented by Robert Whitehead?
The,
Torpedo.
sorry.
Another number, please, Mike.
14.
Carl, what is the other name for Holy Island off the north coast of Northumbria?
I've no idea.
Lindisfarne is what I wanted. You have to sit down. Another number, please, Mike.
9.
Michael, St David is the patron saint of Wales. When is St David's Day?
March the 1st.
A number, please, Michael.
4.
Shirley, during which war was the term concentration camp first used?
The Boer War.
Yes, Shirley. A number, please.
12.
John, on which island was Napoleon born?
Corsica.
A number, please, John.
Number 6.
Steve, which of Shakespeare's plays was described by Voltaire as the work of a drunken savage?
Macbeth.
Hamlet. Another number, please, John.
Number 6.
Again, Steve, Blue Arrow PLC is the world's largest what?
Company.
Employment agency. You have to sit down, Steve. Another number, please, John.
Number 3.
Audrey, which province of Canada is the largest?
Alberta.
Quebec. You've lost one life. You have one left. Another number, please, John.
Number 4.
Shirley, how did John Hinckley make headlines in America in March 1981?
He shot John Lennon.
No, he shot Ronald Reagan. You have to sit down. A number, please, John.
Number 7.
Mike, which flower has a name which means nose twister because it has a strong smell?
Foxglove.
The nasturtium. You've lost one life, but it's left standing. You are. John?
Number 1.
Morris, how are you? You have been in Afghanistan, I perceive. Whose first words were these to whom?
No idea.
Sherlock Holmes to Dr. Watson. You have to sit down. John, please.
Number 7.
Mike, in which ocean is Christmas Island?
Pacific.
The Indian Ocean. You have to sit down. There you are. After this short break, Audrey, Michael and John will join me here for the final, and one of them will hope to find a place on that board. We'll see you in 2 or 3 minutes.
The 3 surviving contestants in today's 15-to-1 final are Audrey Marsden, a housewife from Pitlochry in Perthshire, Michael Onions, who helps to manage 5 bingo halls from Porth in the Rhondda Valley, and John Maloney, who translates scientific documents from Marylebone.
Welcome back. At the bottom of the board, there are 4 names at joint 13th position. Let's see if Audrey, Michael or John can do something about it. A quick reminder of the rules. You know you start with 3 lives each. As before, incorrect answers will cost you those lives, and a correct answer in the final will earn you 10 points. And you happy with the rest of the rules? Mm-hmm. Right, here we go. And you know your targets. Fingers on the buzzers, please. In 1814, which Frenchman said, "The bullet that is to kill me has not yet been moulded"? Playing safe, Napoleon Bonaparte. Fingers still on the buzzers, please. Also meaning behaving like one of a crowd, which rodent migrates approximately every 4 years? Audrey?
Lemming.
Yes, you have 10 points. I didn't need to finish. Fingers still on the buzzers, please. Which great sports arena in New York has the address 4 Penn Plaza? Very tactical game, this. Madison Square Garden. Fingers still on the buzzers, please. In the American Civil War, members of which army were called Johnny Reb? Members of the Confederate Army, the South. Fingers still on the buzzers, please. Fulham Palace is whose official residence? You are being careful. The Bishop of London. Fingers still on the buzzers, please. What was the occupation of the father of the Bronte sisters? He was a clergyman. Fingers still on the buzzers. Ian Hislop took over from Richard Ingram's as editor of which satirical publication, Audrey?
Private Eye.
Yes, you have 20 points. Fingers still on the buzzers. Which country is ruled by the House of Orange? John?
Netherlands.
Yes. Fingers still on the buzzers. Which twins played cricket for the successful Surrey side of the 1950s? Michael?
Bedses.
Yes. Fingers still there. Who earlier this year resigned as leader of the House of Lords? Michael?
Willie Whitelaw.
Yes. You have 20 points. Which British coin used to be called half a dollar? Audrey?
Half crown.
Yes, it did. One time there were $4 to a pound, believe it or not. You have 30 points and the choice is now yours. Would you like the question or would you like to start nominating?
Nominate, please.
Who's that?
John.
John, what creature appeared in the opening credits of Pathé News at the cinema?
Cockerel.
Yes, a rooster crowing. Question or nominate?
I'll nominate Audrey.
Audrey, the world's largest cruise ship started her maiden voyage in January 1988. What is she called?
I Haven't a clue.
The Sovereign of the Seas. You've lost one life. It's back with you, John. Question or nominate?
Michael.
Michael, which is horse racing's oldest classic race?
The St Ledger.
A number, please. Sorry, not a number. Question or nominate, Michael?
Nominate John.
John, if a synonym is a word of similar meaning, what is the opposite?
Antonym.
Question or nominate?
Question.
Which soccer knight began and finished his career with Stoke City?
Stanley Matthews.
Question or nominate?
Question.
In the New Testament, who was converted by being struck blind on the road to Damascus?
Paul. Saul.
Yeah, St. Paul or Paul of Tarsus, Saul of Tarsus. Got mixed you there. Question.
Question
or nominate? In the 18th century, for what was Thomas Chippendale famous?
Furniture maker. Cabinet
Yes,
maker.
cabinet maker. Question or nominate?
Question.
In 1967, the Queen used Sir Francis Drake's sword to knight who? Fingers on the buzzers, please. There, but too late, I'm afraid, John. Fingers back on the buzzers. All three of you. What are the rules of grammar collectively called? Syntax, fingers still on the buzzers. Painted Lady Brimstone and Purple Emperor. John?
Butterflies.
They are. Question or nominate, John?
Question.
Which sign of the zodiac is represented by a ram?
Taurus.
Aries. You've lost another life. Fingers back on the buzzers, please. Jeremy Irons and Anthony Andrews were the two stars of which television? Michael?
Brideshead Revisited.
Question or nominate?
Nominate John.
John, what is the bikini swimsuit named after?
Bikini Atoll in the Pacific.
It is. Question or nominate, John?
I nominate Michael.
Michael, what precisely does prodigal mean, please?
No.
It means wasteful or extravagant.
I should have known.
John, question or nominate again?
Nominate Michael.
Michael, according to Shakespeare's Portia, which quality is not strained?
The quality of mercy.
Question or nominate, Michael?
Nominate John.
Who in 1897 left Britain in disgrace and used the name Sebastian Melmoth? Oscar Wilde. We have to say goodbye to you, John. The position is, Michael, that you have 50 points and 2 lives. Audrey has 30 and 2. I think it's still with you. You nominated John, Michael, did you?
Yes.
The choice is still yours. Do you want the question or would you like to nominate?
I'll nominate Audrey.
Audrey, on whose experiences was the film Personal Services based?
Oh.
Cynthia Payne.
Yes.
Michael, it's still with you. Question or nominate?
Nominate, please.
Audrey, which is the only state in the USA named after a president?
No.
Washington. We have to say goodbye to you, Audrey. Well, Michael, you have 50 points and 2 lives. There are 11 questions left. Theoretically, you could actually get to 170, 180, 190 or something like that. You can take your hand away from that buzzer. These questions are all yours. Are you ready, sir?
OK.
Here we go. Which officer was with Nelson as he lay dying?
Hardy.
In total, how many King Henrys and King Edwards have we had to date?
15.
16. What colour are aircraft survival dinghies?
Green.
Orange. Of course. Well, come back in there so we can see it. Well, 60 points, Michael, wasn't enough to get you onto that finals board. It's up and down the fortunes of this final. But anyway, thank you for being with us. We'll be back, same time tomorrow. See you then.
If gathering up information and organising it doesn't sound like fun to watch, then you clearly haven't seen Timeline before. Brian Connolly hosts this brilliant show, and it's on tonight at 8 on Challenge.